Good morning, Sudarshan Reddy Guru. Flowering factor, part 2. There are two stages in plants' lives or trees' lives. That is called one is growth stage, second one is the flowering stage. From germination to flowering stage, or from cutting stage to flowering stage, or from last day of the crop to flowering stage, next generation flowering stage is called growth stage. Growth stage is promoted by gibberellic acids. Of course, excess nitrogen and excess water also affects growth in the plants. Flowering stage is affected by the cytokinins. Cytokinins will be affects. Cytokinins or flowering hormones become active only when gibberellic acid becomes inactive or becomes less active. So that why we have to we have to produce or maintain a very dry condition in maturity stage so that the growth of the plant decreases. That means the gibberellic acid activity decreases. So we shouldn't give water and urea in that period. Then only when gibberellic acid becomes inactive, then only cytokines hormones or flowering hormones becomes active, and the tree gets more flowers and gets more crop. The period between from germination period to flowering period is called crop foundation period. That means if we supply proper nutrients, all the minerals with regular water, then flower gets and that plant gets successful foundation energy. Then the flower becomes maturity at the normal time and gets good flowers and get good crops. For last 5 10 years, due to irregular rains, due to deep water in the soil, almost all forest trees, including neem, tamarind, and mango, not getting crop foundation period, because when you break the crop foundation period due to water or some other scarcity, then crop foundation will be failed. Then flower that plant never gets maturity. Then that plant never gets flowers, and then that plant never gets crops. That plant becomes barren, like a living dead. For last 5 10 years, almost all forest trees, including neem trees, becoming barren, not bearing any fruits. In this time, June or July, ending of the July, before 19 before 1990, before borewells, in this period, all the neem trees would had got plenty of flowers, fruits on the trees. But nowadays, after 1995, due to irregular rains, due to deep borewells, due, due to deep water, all the mango, all the neem trees not getting a single fruit. All trees are growing like a mad, growing with the excess gibberellic acids. When cytokines are not active, then gibberellic acid becomes more active, and the plant grows very barren and barren. You can observe the neem trees at present. None, not a single neem plant getting any flowers, not getting any fruits. There are three types of plants on the earth. They are annual, biannual, and perennial plants. Annual plants, we know that annual plants lives for only 1 year. After giving crop, it dies. They are weeds, vegetables, like that. Weeds and vegetables flower throughout the year in all the seasons. No particular time of no particular flowering time, because they may don't have gibberellics and cytokines differences in them. Biennials. I did not notice the biennial plants in nearby our area, but I searched in the Google that they said Biennial plants for lives for 2 years. After 1 year, they get maturity and gets flowers and gives crops. After crops, they dries. They are leek, munnelin, paracelli, fennel, lunaria, silver beast, etc. Perennial plants. There are three types in the perennial plants. They live more than 10 years. They grow from 10 meters to 100 meters or more than 100 meters. They live for 100 years or more than 100 years. Sometimes some plants are living more than 200, 3,000 years also. First one is bushes. Bushes grows only 2 to 4 meters. They give flower in a particular time season, but if we give good conditions, all these flowers, all these plants gets flowers and crops throughout the year. They are guava, lemon, sitafal, etc. If we give good condition to sitafal trees, that means if we cut the sitafal tree with like a grape cutting, it gives crops throughout the year. Uh, when we cut the sitafal like grape cutting, then after 100 days, it gives crops. I successfully got crops of sitafal in February, March, April, May, and June, July. But we have to take special methods to get good crops. That means we have to water regularly. We have to supply all the micronutrients. Then only we can get good crops. I request all the farmers and the scientists to please now onwards. Sitafal is not just a November and December plant. Sitafal flower will be we can get sitafal flower in March and April also. Like it's summer crop, summer plant, summer flowers. Please, scientists and farmers, observe, practice some trees, and then in 1 2 years we can grow sitafals in larger quantity in summer also. Trees, trees goes up to 5 to 10 meters. So even sometimes some trees goes to 100 meters or so above. They too give particular, they too get flowers and particular time. But due to bad weather or due to excess coldness, the flowering factor will prolong it to 1 or 2 months before. Tamarind and banyan trees, etc. are the very big trees. They too give, they too get flowers at a particular time. The flowering factor effective factor. Doctor says boron spray yield affects more flowering on the trees, more female flowers on the plant. That is not, that is ignorant. Boron protects the embryo in lower temperature like below 13 degrees and above temperatures above 36 degrees centigrade too. Only magnesium spray boosts flowering on the olive trees. We have to spray magnesium on the maturity stage. Then we can get bigger flowers, more female flowers, bigger crop and good crop. Some seed fault also affects flowering factor of the plants. Bad seeds, if we sow bad seeds, we can't get the flowers. The trees can't get flowers, and farmer get very loss. Sometimes if we grow unseasonal crop, then also flowering does not affect, and farmer gets losses. That is also farmer's problem. Last year crop also affects the flowering factor. Jai Hind.